Hi, third grade. We're going to start with a little review today, just to remember when we have the comparative forms of our adjectives and our superlative forms. So if you have like a fast car, you had ER, faster, if it's more fast, and then fastest, if it's the most. And then sometimes for nervous, we don't say nervouser, we say more nervous and then most nervous. So a good rule on that is if it's two syllables, a lot of times it will have the more in front and the most. And definitely if it's three or more syllables, it's going to have the more or the most. All right, and then there's these right here that are completely irregular. They change the word completely, right? So good becomes better, and then best. Bad becomes worse and worst, and a little amount. You have less and least. Okay, let's start grading our paper now. I'm gonna put this right on top and zoom in on it for us. And then let's see if I can brighten it up a little bit too. It seems like a little dark in here. Okay, so you should have already completed this, and we're gonna grade it together. All right, so let's start up here. He told me his plans for summer. Who told me his plans for summer? He. That's a subject pronoun. What is being said about he? He told. Verb. What did he tell? He told what? Plans. That would be a direct object. Go back to a verb, make it transitive. Okay, he told me his plans for... He told plans to who or for who? Me. That's indirect object. Whose plans? Let's see here. Here's our who's right here. We call those PPAs or PNAs, and that is me and is a pronoun, so PPA. I'm sorry, that's not his, that's his plan, so still a pronoun, PPA. For, preposition, for what? For vacation, because this is what kind of vacation? Object of the preposition. What kind of vacation? Summer vacation, adjective. For summer vacation, prepositional phrase. This is a declarative sentence. Divide between the subject and the verb, he told. This is a subject, noun, verb, transitive, IODO, pattern 3. All right, how'd you do? Can you see that? Let's see here. There we go. Okay, the next one. Did your brother clean and organize his room yesterday? All right. Who cleaned and organized his room yesterday? Your brother. So brother, let's just do brother. Subject, noun. What is being said about brother? Brother, clean and organize? Oh, but look, here's our helping verb. So brother did clean and organize. So we have a helping verb, and we have two verbs. So we have a verb, and that is compound, right? And put that conjunction between there. Clean what? Clean and organize what? His room. Oh, that is a direct object. So let's go back and make these both transitive. This is a tricky one, isn't it? When? Yesterday. Let's see here, you guys know this, right? When did they do it? Adverb. And whose room? We just did this one up above here. Whose room? PPA or PNA, possessive pronoun adjective or possessive noun adjective. That's a pronoun. So PPA. Oh, here's another. Whose brother? Your brother. Here's another PPA. This is a subject, noun, verb, transitive, direct object. That's pattern 2. This is an interrogative question, sentence. It's asking a question. Oops. I guess I don't have to write the whole thing out, just that. And let's divide between the subject and the verb. This is a little tricky because we have this helping verb here, but we're going to do after the subject, between the subject and the first verb. Okay? Now, if you'll take a look, there's also something else we have to do to this sentence. Because we have our helping verb, our verb goes together with this other verb, but it's not in natural order. It's in inverted order. So here's our subject right here. Your brother. But then this is part of our predicate. Okay. How'd you do on that one? Pretty good? All right, let's do the next one. For several days, the campers cooked over an open fire. Who cooked over an open fire? Campers. What is being said about the campers? Campers cooked. Cooked and then over, there's a preposition. Over what? A fire. Object of the preposition. What kind of fire? Open fire. And we know that's an article adjective. Over an open fire, prepositional phrase. So let's back up here. The campers, article adjective. For we know is a preposition. For what? For days. Object of the preposition. How many days? What's our how many? Here we go. How many? Adjective. For several days, prepositional phrase. This is a subject, noun, verb, pattern 1 sentence. This is a declarative sentence. And there's something else we need to do with, I guess we need to divide, right? The campers cooked. Divide. And there's still something else we need to do. See this prepositional phrase here? It's talking about when they cooked. So it's not in natural order. So this prepositional phrase needs to be underlined. The campers by itself, or with one line, and then twice again here. All right, how'd you do on that one? That's a little trickier. We don't usually have a prepositional phrase out here, but I think that you guys probably did great on that. Yes? Great. Okay, so let's move this up. Okay, so now we're going to do the different forms of the adjectives in comparison. So with good, you remember we just did this one. What did we say? Good, better, and then best. Thin, this single one syllable word tells me just. Thinner has 2 N's. I probably will not count these wrong on a test if they're spelled wrong. So just do your best. And then thinnest. Thinnest. Now, ripe. Riper. Ripest. Ooh, excited. There's 3 syllables. That should tell us something. We should definitely put more in front. More excited. Most excited. All right, close. Closer. Closest. Bad. Now this is irregular. We don't say badder. We say worse, and then worst. Okay, let's move on to the bottom. You guys get those? You can hit pause if you need to see it a little longer. All right, so this one is, Howard's project was, we need to use the word good, but it was gooder. We don't say gooder. Then mine we say better. And this tea is, it's comparing to mother's tea, sweeter. My new puppy is the lovable. We have 3 syllables there, so it's definitely, it's the one the most, okay, so most lovable. Most lovable. This is the, oh, this is the most hot, so hottest. 2 T's. Hottest day of the year. This test was difficult. We had 3 syllables there, so I know definitely, without a doubt, more difficult than the last one. This test was more difficult than the last one. Okay, so let's do this at the bottom here. Make sure you guys can see all this. I think you can. All right, so we're gonna edit this, and we are gonna underline the explanatory word, so that is going to be one of our mistakes. Okay, so let's start this. So Donald said, definitely Donald is a capital D. Donald said, comma, and we know that he's saying something, so we're going to underline that. Donald said, oh, here we go. Quote, here's what he's saying, capital I. I am going on a nature hike with Matt, capital M. Oh, we're having 3 people, Matt, Kathy, and Carla, so we know we need to print a comma after each one of those. Matt, comma, Kathy, comma, and Carla on, we don't need a comma after this one, Saturday, but capital S for Saturday, period, quotation. Okay, so let's go back and count. We need 13 mistakes. 1, 2, 3, oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, how'd you do? Hope you did great. We're going to be taking a test pretty soon on the on this stuff. So if you're having trouble with this thinner and thinnest, or the more and the most, adding ERs, keep taking a look over those. Work really hard on your practicing them before the test. All right.